touchdown I thought I'd only see in Madden. There's even a safety in the Super Bowl that made someone $20 million, and so much more. These are 30 different ways NFL players score. And first, Josh Allen's touchdown turned him into a superhero.
Targets to Shakir, completed. This is behind Cooper, who brought it in. Pitched it back to Allen, who's going to go to the goal line and get in! No!
With a crazy dive like that, no wonder why fans were calling him Superman. But number 29 made a kick break a crazy NFL record.
68 yards away, it's up there. It's good! It's good from 68! It's an NFL record 68-yard field goal.
Yeah, and it wasn't just insane. The kicker's jersey was instantly sent to the Hall of Fame because that was the longest field goal ever. But at number 28 was damn near the longest play when Kyler Murray scored a completely different way.
Murray. Running out of time. On the move. Coming back this way. Dancing and looking and directing traffic. And look at the length of this play. Murray to the 10, to the 5, and he's going to convert it. That's unbelievable.
God damn, man, that play didn't just last longer than me. It took 21 seconds, making it the longest two-point conversion in NFL history. But at number 27, I never knew a player could score just 1 point, so this play was so rare, it hadn't happened in over 60 years. This is Doug Flutie, the kicker in the last game of his career who wanted to try scoring a completely different way.
Drop kick for the extra point. It is up and in. Can you believe that? And what might be Doug Flutie's last professional football game.
I'm an NFL nerd, and I've never seen anything like that before. Because even though players are allowed to drop the ball then kick it, scoring 1 point like that in 2006 hadn't been successfully completed since 1941, over 65 years before. But at number 26, a team scoring another way actually made someone $20 million. It's during the first offensive play of the Super Bowl between the Broncos and Seahawks. Only one person on earth saw this coming.
It's snapped over the head of Peyton Manning. A flag is down, and the ball's out of the back of the end zone.
What? And that wasn't just the easiest way a team ever scored. It was the easiest way celebrity Mark Cuban made millions. All because he bet $1 million on the first play being a safety, which he revealed made him $20 million. So, ain't no way that wasn't rigged, man. But now, we're gonna turn things up to a whole other level of ways players scored. Because there's not only some of the craziest touchdown catches, field goal kicks, and other plays coming up that you'll ever see. At number 25, how another player scored had him humiliating Patrick Mahomes. See, usually Mahomes is the one doing the scoring. On this play.
On second down, picked off! Lloyd again! Devin Lloyd! What a year! Still rolling! Lloyd! Pick six!
Mahomes really made a mistake that got him completely juked out, which led to the other team scoring from 99 yards away. But at number 24, a ref gave a team's opponent 3 points. See, refs must have been pissed last time Lamar Jackson did this and broke one of their ankles. So during another game not long after, when Lamar was trying to make another play,
Jackson is going into the end zone, and I think Jackson slipped over the umpire. They're going to throw it.
Intentional grounding. It's a safety.
the ref blatantly tripped dude in the end zone, resulting in no do-over play or anything, and still gave the other team a free 2 points? That's terrible. Unlike number 23, where another way a player scored is something you'd only see in video games. Because even though the Dolphins were going for an onside kick just so that they could get the ball back to score, a Bills player had other ideas.
Sanders high up in the air, and Micah Hyde has it, and there he goes! Micah to the house!
Fans saw that and not only said dude hit a COD trick shot in an NFL game, they claim scoring like that only happens in Madden. But something you can't even do in Madden is number 22, where a player front flipped to score.
Wide open man. A flip into the end zone.
What the? Flipping over a grown man and landing like an Olympian? Now that's crazy. But at least he did that on purpose. Number 21 happened because of an accident. And I'm not talking about anything like the car accident I just got into. Damn. Rest in peace to my baby. Anyways, enough about me, because this play was not what anybody planned for.
Steps up. Fires. Mike Sims Walker. Knocked down. Oh, he caught it! Unbelievable!
Now, I guess you could say that's the definition of being at the right place at the right time. But at number 20, another way a player scored made an announcer look like an idiot.
And slides, kick. Doink and no good.
Wait a minute, did he just say no good? The ball clearly hit not one pole but both and scored for real. So honestly, that's nothing like number 19, where a punter faked out an entire team to score.
The regular punter, and we've got a trick play here, and it is Trapasso who will carry the ball for a first down inside the 20 and all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And all of his teammates celebrated with him because that's the first time they saw a little white boy get some motion. But number 18 was the complete opposite of good, because it turned into such an embarrassing way a player scored that it got its own anniversary.
Here comes Jared Allen, and he's out of bounds. Poor guy, I don't even know if he realized it. And that's a safety.
Well, so much.
Alright. How does that even happen? This was an NFL player who literally just ran out of bounds with barely anybody running at him. No wonder why this play gets its own anniversary and people clown him for it. But alright, at number 17, it might have been a better and crazier way that a player scored, but it had the NFL themselves calling it one of the luckiest plays of all time.
Mariota to the line of scrimmage, maybe across the line. It deflects back to him for a touchdown for the moment. But was he across the line of scrimmage?
Alright, dude playing with himself on live TV is something nobody ever sees. Not even the NFL, so they ranked it as one of the luckiest in history. But at least that play didn't get his opponents clowned, like Rob Gronkowski at number 16. Because once his Dolphins opponents were losing with less than 10 seconds left and needed an absolute miracle to win, they completed a pass, then started to lateral the ball to keep the game alive until... Oh my god, that ridiculous play wasn't just a walk-off winner. The last thing people saw was Gronk get his ankles absolutely broken and clowned his ass all over the internet. But nobody can make fun of number 15, the best play of a player's entire career. Because since Demir Bird, or whatever the hell dude's name is, was pretty irrelevant and didn't have too many highlights in his career, this one play was his everything.
End zone, and it's Demir.
Oh my, man really got not one, but 2 body parts inbounds after riding 3 dudes. But at number 14, a way someone scored came because he bullied little kids. See, there was kids dressed as Rams NFL players going up against a team of NFL mascots. And well, even though the kids did give their best effort trying to make some plays, the mascots made even better plays, started trucking kids, and doing whatever it took till eventually one play, they scored. And what's crazy is, that wasn't even the best way a mascot scored, because during another game, I couldn't even believe this catch happened. Wow, a catch like that? Get this mascot an actual uniform and contract, man. But scoring like that was the complete opposite of number 13. See, the Saints were going for a 2 just to tie the game when they made a huge mistake. I guess you could say he got a pick too, but alright, at play 12, another player scored in a way that I didn't even know existed. See, the fair catch kick is a hidden rule that allows teams to kick a field goal if they fair catch a punt within field goal distance. Now, honestly, I had no idea what that meant, because that play hasn't been completed since the 1970s, and I'm not that much of an unk yet. Regardless, it got whipped out again during a game in 2024, when a penalty put the Chargers in a situation to attempt it.
Can he bang it through? On its way, it is. Yep.
Made history tonight.
Yes.
Alright, now, as crazy as that was, thankfully he made it. Otherwise, it could have turned out like number 11, the longest play in NFL history.
68-yard attempt.
Got it up. And short. Agnew in the end zone. Agnew. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Hold on, 109 yards? No wonder why the announcer damn near had a stroke. That messed up field goal is definitely something the other team regretted, but sometimes messing up a kick can be a good thing for a team. Like the way these guys scored at number 10.
Had their lead. High snap. Suckup's got the football, and he'll throw it up for grabs. He's got a receiver. Angelo Blackson. Honestly,
I don't even know what to say. I never thought something like that could happen, and I never thought I'd see number 9 happen either, which had to do with the player's feet. Just look at Hines Ward's cleats after this catch.
There's the shoe. He's just going to go ahead and kick this thing off now. Kicked it off. Look at the shoe come off at the 30. That is incredible.
And if that happened to me, I would have fallen like this. But hold up, we can't bring up a player scoring with only one cleat without mentioning number 8, where players score different ways using only one hand. Whether it's a spinning one-handed touchdown catch,
Right to the end zone. One hand run in.
or a crazy 2-point conversion with only one hand.
He throws to the flat for a control. One hand catch. Yes!
Players have even scored using one hand while falling down.
Bowers caught it. You gotta be kidding me.
One-handed plays which look like the Jordan logo.
What a grab, though. One-handed.
Oh my gosh.
And there's even a touchdown that got compared to the best one-handed catch ever.
To the back. Oh, he caught it. Burks. Unbelievable touchdown.
And Everyone felt that it looked like OBJ, so even he tweeted 13s to show they both scored like that while wearing the same number. But obviously catching with your hand is nothing like number 7, where players scored with their ass. Now listen, I'm not talking about interceptions that landed on players' cheeks, alright? I'm referring to the tush-push play that the Eagles do over and over and over again, where Jalen Hurts gets his ass touched by his teammates and pushed to first downs or touchdowns. So, ironically, because this play's been so unstoppable for such a long time, opponents have become more and more ready for it, until the Eagles realized that and faked it to score.
And now Barkley, first down, goodbye. Eagles on top, no flags.
Alright, no matter how that happened, Saquon's literally a GOAT. But even some of the best plays I've seen were nothing like number 6, where a team scored from one of the worst plays of all time. It was a tied game with no time left when the Patriots handed off the ball. So you'd think they'd at least just go down and go to overtime. But instead, a player did the dumbest thing imaginable.
Back. Stanford band nowhere in sight. Uh-oh, it's picked off. Uh-oh.
Game over. Dude really cost his team the game in a play that should have never even happened. Which does remind me of number 5, where another way a player scored by doing something that was bad. During this game, the weather was so bad, the players were falling on their face after slipping on ice and even missed kicks because there was snow everywhere. So when the Patriots lined up for a game-winning field goal with the score tied 0-0, nobody expected them to make it until right before the play started, someone literally drove onto the field with a snowplow to clear a perfect path for the kicker.
Just a moment ago, the guy who handles the little brush machine came out on the field here to make a place for John Smith to spot the ball.
I've never seen anything like that in all the years I've played, Jay.
Even the old head announcers could not believe what they were witnessing, because a snowplow was never allowed in a single game ever until now. So of course it helped the kicker make it to win the game, but since everyone felt like it damn near helped them cheat, the commissioner agreed that the snowplow gave the Patriots an unfair advantage, so snowplows were officially banned. But at number 4, a different way that a player scored was inspired by a movie, because in this kid's movie called Little Giants, football team ran a play where they used a hidden ball trick just to score, and believe it or not, seeing that inspired the Panthers coach to try something similar in real life.
Look at this. Broncos got the ball going to the left. He'll score. Talk about the college playbook.
And they come up quick. See, there's the snap, and it looks like Cam Newton's getting it. But Richie Brockle in the up back position ends up with the football.
I just don't know what's crazier, how the player scored, or the fact that it was the only touchdown of his career. But at number 3, another way a player scored went backwards. See, Jameis Winston is obviously a quarterback, you know, the guy who usually throws passes for other people to score, until one play where he completely switched positions.
Another trick play as Olszewski throws. It's caught. Olszewski with the pass into the end zone.
The entire play was insane. It instantly went viral, and I swear it had every NFL fan coming together to gas Jameis up. Scoring like that was nothing like number 2, which only happened because a player took something illegal. Now, hold up. I'm definitely not talking about the former player who recently told the world he played completely shit-faced drunk for multiple games, or how Marshawn admitted that he needs a little something before every game.
My superstition was that I needed to have maybe a shot and a half before every game.
Of
Hennessy. What you mean?
I was thinking, Gatorade. Toradol. I don't know what I was thinking.
Hell no.
And there's a bar right there in the locker room in Seattle. Pete Carroll.
Backpack.
Drinking is obviously not illegal. I'm talking about what the Packers' old kicker admitted after the craziest way he scored.
In overtime, the Bears blocked Chester Marco's kick. He caught the block kick.
Taken by Marco. Chester Marco.
And ran it in for a touchdown, winning the game against the Packers' arch rival, mobbed by fans on the field like a hero.
Yeah, nobody's ever caught their own block kick to score, and nobody expected him to admit that he did all that while high on an illegal substance. Definitely don't try that, kids. But last, and certainly not least, the final way a player scored became one of the most emotional moments in NFL history. It all started with this play.
O'Donnell has it blocked. Into the end zone in a race. And a touchdown. Sam Williams blocked it.
And yeah, Cowboys player Marshawn Nealon not only recovered the ball to score, he celebrated like the happiest man in the world because it was the first touchdown of his entire career. Now, you'd think being that hype after making his best play, while constantly living out his dream in the NFL, would have had Marshawn proud of who he was. But only 2 days later, something terrible shocked the world.
We have breaking news right now. Texas officials say they're investigating the death of Cowboys defensive end Marshawn Nealon as a suicide.
It turned out that happened because Marshawn was actually not happy with the way he scored or honestly anything he was doing in his life. Behind the scenes, Marshawn was not only dealing with a dark history of mental illness, pressure of being in the NFL, immense expectations and more, eventually pushed Marshawn over the edge. And that's what caused him to randomly go on a high-speed joyride where he got chased by police until he crashed. Then right then and there, Marshawn took his own life. So fans not only talked about how devastated they were, or how sad it was because it all happened right after he made the best score of his life. The NFL not only honored Marshawn by hosting an emotional moment of silence before the first game since the tragedy, the league also agreed to significantly amplify player mental health support by boosting existing programs, hiring more mental health professionals for all teams, and emphasizing confidential crisis support to help any player going through anything. But honestly, it's bigger than the NFL, man. If you're going through anything, just make sure you talk to somebody or at least know I'm here and I'm making videos like this for you.